was falling over Andalusia, as crimson shadows kissed the stone. The old cathedral stood in silence while I walked the streets alone. 1,000 lanterns lined the alleys like stars upon the ground, and every corner held a memory of the love I never found. I heard a guitar crying softly from a balcony above, playing melodies of longing and forgotten tales of love. The moon hung low above the plaza like a silver burning flame, and every whisper in the darkness seemed to call your name. You are the fire of Andalusia, burning deep within my soul, like a wild and endless river that no heart can control. You are the fire of Andalusia, the dream I cannot leave behind. Though the road keeps pulling me away, you're forever on my mind. And every song I sing tonight still belongs to you. Across the deserts and the mountains, with this old guitar in hand, searching for a place to rest, like a drifting grain of sand. I played beneath the city lights and in forgotten bars where strangers dance till morning beneath the fading stars. But every smile reminded me of the one I used to know, the girl who danced like summer rain so many years ago. Some loves are like the ocean, some disappear with time, but yours became a melody that never leaves my mind. You are the fire of Andalusia, burning deep within my soul, like a wild and endless river that no heart can control. You are the fire of Andalusia, the dream I cannot leave behind. Though the road keeps pulling me away, you're forever on my mind. And every song I sing tonight still belongs to you. If tomorrow brings me back to the place where we first met, I'll leave behind these restless roads and all my old regrets, because every mile I've traveled only taught me one thing: a wandering heart can chase the world, but love is everything. You are the fire of Andalusia, still shining through the years, through every lonely highway, through every joy and tears. You are the fire of Andalusia, the light beyond the night. And when my final journey ends, you'll be my guiding light. And when the stars fade into dawn and the skies turn blue, the last song of this desperado will always be for you. The lanterns fade away, the moon still hangs above, and somewhere in Andalusia lives my only love. My only love. Sunset falls on dusty highways like gold upon the sand. Another town fades in my mirror, another night I cannot understand. I've crossed the valleys and the rivers, I've chased horizons far away, but every road I ever followed still leads me back to yesterday. I see your face in every window, I hear your voice in every song, and every star above the desert reminds me where I belong. Time can carry seasons across the open sky, but some love stay forever, long after goodbye. There's a road between our hearts, stretching farther than the eye can see. Through the mountains and the oceans, you're still a part of me. There's a road between our hearts, but distance cannot change the way I whisper your name, or the fire that remains. No matter where I wander, you're the road that leads me home. The old guitar upon my shoulder has heard 1,000 stories told of dreamers chasing freedom and lovers growing old. I've played beneath cathedral towers and danced beneath neon lights, but no applause could ever silence the loneliness of these nights. The moon still hangs above the desert like it did when you were mine, and every mile I leave behind me only brings your memory to life. The years may keep on moving like rivers to the sea, but they can never steal away what you still mean to me. There's a road between our hearts, stretching farther than the eye can see. Through the mountains and the oceans, you're still a part of me. There's a road between our hearts, but distance cannot change the way I whisper your name, or the fire that remains. No matter where I wander, you're the road that leads me If tomorrow brings me back to the town where we first met, I'll leave these endless highways and all my old regrets. I'll stand beneath your window like I should have long ago, and tell you that I loved you more than you'll ever know. Because every dream I followed only taught me one truth: the greatest journey of my life was always leading back to you. There's a road between is wide, but your love still walks beside me. Every mile, every mile. The evening settled over Monteverde like a blanket woven from gold. The streets were quiet and familiar, yet somehow felt older than old. I walked beneath the hanging lanterns, past the church upon the hill, where we once made promises that my restless heart could not fulfill. The plaza held its silence, a shadow stretched across the stone, and every step through that old town reminded me I was alone. Some memories fade like footprints, lost beneath the pouring rain, but yours remains like a melody that time could never change. This is the last song of Monteverde, the final words I have to say for the girl who gave me everything before I drifted away. The last song of Monteverde still echoes through the night, like a candle in the darkness, like a distant guiding light. And every note I sing still belongs to you. The river by the valley still moves as slow as yesterday, carrying forgotten stories to the ocean far away. I remember summer evenings when the world felt small and kind. You would rest your head upon my shoulder as we watched the stars align. You believed my roads would end someday, that I'd finally settle down, but I was chasing sunsets beyond every distant town. Now every road behind me feels longer than before, because every mile I traveled led me back to your door. This is peace I miss the most is standing by your side. This is the last song of mine today, the final chapter of my soul, a letter carried by the wind to the one who made me whole. The last song of mine today will linger after I'm gone, like the sound of a lonely violin, still singing at the dawn. And when the stars fade into morning and the night gives way to blue, the last song of Montevideo will always be for you. The lanterns still are glowing, the river still runs free, and somewhere in Monteverde lives the best of me, the best of me, the best of me, the best of me. There's a candle in Valencia, burning in a window by the square. Every night it lights the darkness, like it's waiting for someone there. I remember how you smiled on that warm July evening, when the church bells rang at sunset and the swallows crossed the wind. The streets were filled with music, old boleros in the air, and for a moment all my wandering led me exactly there. Some loves arrive like lightning, some grow slowly with the years. Yours became the quiet light that followed me everywhere. You're the candle in Valencia, still shining through the night. When the world becomes uncertain, you're the reason I still fight. You're the candle in Valencia, the flame that never dies. Even when the storm is raging, I still see your light. And every road I travel burns with your memory. The mountains called me westward, the ocean pulled me south. I chased horizons endlessly, with songs upon my mouth. I played for crowded taverns and lonely souls like mine, watching strangers fall in love as I lost track of time. But every morning found me with the same ache in my chest, because no city ever felt like the place where you were left. The True love leaves a mark that never lets us go. You're the candle in Valencia, still shining through the night. When the world becomes uncertain, you're the reason I still fight. You're the candle in Valencia, the flame that never dies. Even when the storm is raging, I still see your light. And every road I travel burns with your memory. If I could return to that summer, I'd stay beneath your sky. I'd never board that midnight train, I'd never say goodbye. Because every dream I followed only taught me one thing: the greatest treasure in this life was never wandering, it was you. You're the candle in Valencia, still glowing in my soul, like a lighthouse for a sailor when the seas become too cold. You're the candle in Valencia, the song inside my heart. Though fate may keep us separated, it can never keep us apart. And when my final journey ends and the stars fade from view, I'll follow that candle home again, straight back to you. The square is quiet now, the night is deep and blue, but the candle still burns softly, just like my love for you. Just like my love for you. There's a candle in Valencia, burning in a window by the square. Every night it lights the darkness, like it's waiting for someone there. I remember how you smiled on that warm July evening, when the church bells rang at sunset and the swallows crossed the wind. The streets were filled with music, old boleros in the air. And for a moment all my wandering led me exactly there. Some loves arrive like lightning, some grow slowly with the years. Yours became the quiet light that followed me everywhere. You're the candle in Valencia, still shining through the night. painting the canyon walls in gold. I was heading down an endless highway with a heart that felt too old. The radio played our favorite song, the one we danced to in the rain, and every note became a memory that brought you back again. I passed the old motel by the border where we spent that summer night, sharing dreams beneath the ceiling fan while the moon hung low and bright. The road keeps moving forward, but my soul remains behind, in the places where your laughter still echoes through my mind. When the desert wind calls your name, I hear it whisper through the night, like a prayer carried by the moon, like a fading beam of light. When the desert wind calls your name, every mile feels the same. No matter where this old road leads, my heart returns again to you, to you. The years have filled my hands with stories and silver strands upon my hair. I've played my songs in crowded cities, but never found you there. The strangers cheered the melodies, the bars were filled with smoke and wine, yet every stage felt empty without your hand in mine. I still remember Santa Lucia and the harbor by the sea, where you promised if I ever left, you'd still wait for me. Sometimes love becomes a memory, sometimes it becomes a flame, and sometimes it survives forever inside a single name. When the desert wind calls your name, I hear it whisper through the night, like a prayer carried by the moon, like a fading beam of light. When the desert wind calls your name, every mile feels the same. No matter where this old road leads, my heart returns again to you, to you. If tomorrow I should find you standing where the river bends, I'll leave behind these endless highways and let the wandering end. I'd trade every song I've written, every dream I've ever known, for one more chance to hold you and finally come home. When the desert wind calls your name, the stars begin to shine, like they did on that September night when your heart first touched mine. When the desert wind calls your name, I know I'm not alone, because your love still lives inside me, no matter where I roam. And when my final sunset comes and the day is through, I'll follow that desert wind till it leads me back to you.